All right, today we are working on our abdomens, working on our six packs. We're super excited. We are working our abs at like all angles. We're doing from the glutes, so we're working our backs, working the front, because our cores are actually from like shoulder to knee. So we want to get full every single angle. Just like our previous workouts, we will be doing each round for two times, and then we're gonna move on to the next exercise, okay? So each exercise twice, then we move on. Awesome. So you ready? Ready, Freddy. When you're ready, you are gonna need a mat. No weights for this one. We're just solely using our body weight, which is a good and scary thing, I would say. We're gonna set up with a plank hold. Our timing is 50 seconds with 10 seconds rest, okay? So set up your plank. We're gonna come down. And if you want to be on your knees, your toes are down on the floor. Starting in 3, 2, and 1. Shoulders are in line with your elbows. Hands are in fists, and they just come together. And your head is looking straight down at your fist. And you can be here on your knees with me, or you can be up on toes with Marissa, okay? The reason why I tell you to keep your toes down is so when you're ready, all you have to do is straighten those knees. And then your form doesn't move, you don't have to rock or adjust, unlike when we do this dolphin pose. Everything is just set up, okay? So about 22 more seconds here. So breathe, and I want you to focus on squeezing your legs, squeezing your glutes, and picking those fists and pushing them down into the floor. Three, 2, and 1. Nice. We have one more round just like that. We're only doing each exercise 2 times. Okay. 3, 2, and go. You might want to get cozy here because our next exercise also has to do with planks. Just next level planks. Great. Now, I don't want you to look to the side, in case your floor is like mine. If you're not wearing chocolate chips buried into the carpet. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. So our next one, you're gonna hang out in a plank still. You have 2 options. So first, you can come up in a full plank, and you're just gonna tap your knees down at the belt. Okay, so you're gonna be up here, and then you just take one knee, tapping it down, kind of like you're bicycling those knees. Otherwise, if you're gonna start off on your knees, you're gonna just do the opposite, straightening one leg at a time. What we're doing here is really, really driving all the power and all the resistance into those low abs. Am I right? Do you feel, Marissa? Yes. Also, the trick with these is you have to keep your shoulders and your hips parallel to the floor. You have to keep your body so still, or else if your like hips are rocking side to side, you're missing out on half the workout, okay? We're focusing on stability, really bracing those core or those abs, so that way your body just stays so still. 2 and 1. Nice. Rest here. One more round just like that. Now, if you are up on your hands with lower back issues, okay? Same idea, you're just not gonna tap down. You're just gonna come right here. Or if you are here on all fours, just straighten them, okay? You'll still do the same amount of work, just less resistance or pressure on your lower back, okay? About 30 seconds. How you doing, Marissa? Marissa doesn't even get worked up or like sweaty during my workout, so hopefully this one's challenging enough for her. She challenges me and my pride. I'll challenge her right back. Hopefully you're feeling it at home. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. We're gonna come down to our backs. We're going into a leg raise. Okay. You can do this. Coordination. Okay. We have a couple of options here. Take your hands and set it up by taking your hands under our hips. You're taking your feet up and you're gonna lower them down. Now you have a couple options. If this is kind of hard, you can always bend your knees and you're moving from the hips down, okay? It's not just like your toes are just, you're bending your knees. You have to make sure everything comes down. Your back is completely flat on the floor. If your legs are straight or bent, everything is totally flat. Or if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you'll take your straight legs, you're gonna come all the way down slow, bend the knees and bring it in. You see that? It's like 1, bend knees, 2, and then start again, 3. 1, 2, 3. And that, pause right here, nice. We have one more round just like that. But doing those 3 steps are gonna build the endurance so when you're able to, that way you can more quickly come down into that full leg raise, okay? Now here, we wanna make sure that you're feeling it in your abs, and that's why our back is so flat on the floor, okay? Otherwise, if you let your back just kind of raise up, then you're gonna start feeling it in your hips. We don't wanna feel it in your hips, okay? So make sure your back is totally flat. You feel your whole spine against the back of the floor, or the floor, or the back of it. Sorry. Nice, pulling those abs in and breathing the whole time. And time. Nice. You're going to take your feet, plant them close to your buns, hands come up to temples, and we're going to go into crunches, okay? The goal here is to raise the shoulder blades up off the floor. And again, we don't want any of this work in our neck, okay? So if you're feeling it in your neck, if you're feeling tension in your neck, take one hand, just one, and slide it behind the head right there, okay? Don't like, I don't know, don't like cradle your neck, don't cradle your head. You just want just one hand there for some gentle support, but for the most part you want all the way in those abs, okay? Sliding the ribs down toward the hips, raising the shoulder blades up and with your gaze between your knees, and then down slow, okay? Exhale up, inhale down. So it shouldn't be a very fast movement. Nice, so one more just like that. Are your abs toasty, Marissa? Yay! Are your abs toasty at home? Yay! Coming up and down. I always think of Pete's Dragon, the original. I haven't seen the new one yet. But when they're painting the lighthouse, they're like, up and down. Up. Am I the only one? Yeah? Marissa, that was way before your day. You've never seen that? Oh my word. Everyone on our Facebook page, make sure you bash Marissa for never seeing it. Just kidding. Let me know if you've seen it. My word, Pete's Dragon is the best. I love you too. Nice, almost. Nice! Okay, now we're going to our glute bridges. So our feet are in place. If they're not, it's okay. Just plant those heels right next to your glutes. Take your hands to the sides. And we are just gonna raise up, driving through the heels, raising the glutes up towards the ceiling, okay? Hips to the ceiling. You can hold here or you're welcome to just pump. Either is fine. If you're doing a glute hold though, what I want you to make sure of is that you're constantly pushing up, okay? Because sometimes when we hold it, we tend to kind of droop and forget that we're working out. So make sure that you're holding them up and really, really flexing those glutes, really, really pushing through those heels to raise them higher than you even think is possible. That way you're getting the work in the right place. Nice, and your knees are just hip distance apart. They're not too wide, not too narrow. Nice, we have one more round just like that. Shake up those hips, Dun, 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 dun. Nice. Sing up and down. Up and down. Really, really squeezing the glutes once you get to the top. Bum 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 bum. Da 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 da. Bum 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 bum. Almost there. Nice. Rest and stretch out those glutes. And now we're just going to stay right here as we set up for our C crunch. Hands come to temples, or you can slide that one hand under the neck for support. So remember that these C crunches are the ones where we come all the way up and all the way down. Okay, everything comes up, meeting in the middle, and all the way down. Nice. And just like before, anytime we do a crunch motion, you want to focus real hard on sliding the ribs down towards the hips, okay? Almost like you're bringing those together too. So same with that. And your shins stay parallel to the floor. So you can make sure that you're getting up full ab work, okay? Don't let your legs just kind of hang out. Make sure they're actively in this workout like you are, okay? All the way up and all the way down. Exhale, inhale down. Nice, take a break. Have one more round just like that. So if you're starting to feel in your neck, kind of wiggle out that neck. Take that hand, slide it under for support, and coming up. Focus also on bringing those shoulder blades up off the floor and coming all the way down. And your elbows are out nice and wide. Back is totally flat on the floor. And time, nice. We're gonna roll over onto our bellies and go into a Superman. If you're pregnant or for any other reason don't want to come down onto your belly, take this option. It's called a bird dog. I think you've seen it a couple times before. So you're up on all fours, opposite hand and opposite leg come out, okay? Working that full back, but what you do not need to do is, what would you call that? God. Tribal dance your way out. Flailing, I like tribal dance, okay? You just want to make a nice straight line from the fingertips down to the toes, okay? Another option you can always take, if you are wanting to come down to your belly, just take your hands and place them gently on the floor and help them assist you as you raise up. Now, they're not doing all the work, it's not a push-up, okay? They're just kind of there for support. As you raise up and down, trying to get those ribs up off the floor. Nice. One more round just like that. Now I'm going to show you more difficult or intense levels if you're ready to keep it up. Ready? So you can stick with Marissa, okay? And you want to make sure that your feet are staying on the floor, your toes stay down, and you're squeezing your glutes as you come up, raising it all the way up so your ribs are coming up off the mat, okay? So you also exhale, kind of helps the belly to push the back up. But then if you want to take it to the next level, you can take your hands out further over the head, okay? The further away your arms are from the rest of your body, the more resistance you're going to feel in that low back. Okay, so only take that if you want to try one and be like, oh, probably not today. Or if you're like, yes, I can do this. Try it. Do the level that suits you in your body. Again, exhale up, inhale down. Nice. One more exercise, coming back onto the back for a reverse crunch. A nice relaxing way to finish our workout. Hands come under the hips, raise those legs up and down. Now, just like those leg raises, and just like the Superman, those limbs away from the body, the more resistance you're gonna feel. Okay, so if you wanna straighten your legs for those reverse crunches, you're gonna feel it a lot more than if you were just to have a bent knee as you come up and down. And if you're trying to figure these out and you're like, I have no idea what the heck I'm doing, visualize you're doing a crunch, right? And just like the upper body crunches in, that lower body will just crunch in. Exhaling as those legs come in. And try and take this kind of slow. Don't just go roly-polying all over your living room floor. Time. Unless you want to, then I mean, it's your workout. I don't judge. I just want you to be shredded is all. Just kidding. Nice. If you want to try this, go ahead. If you want to consciously take your knees hip distance apart on these, you're going to feel a little bit of a difference than if you like keep them together or just rock them all over the place. Consciously separate those knees so they are hip distance apart. So as you bring them in, you're going to feel way more of a contraction. Have you tried it, Marissa? How do you feel? Way more of a contraction? Good. It's in the side abs. It is. It's in those transverse abdominis. So this is way, way good. So anytime you do anything like this, a leg raise, those planks or knees are hip distance apart, you'll feel it way more in those side abs. Those are really hard to develop, but way awesome when you do. Nice. Are we done? We're done. Nice. Roll onto your bellies. Give you a nice stretch. Take those hands right by the ribs and press up, or you can come down with your forearms and press up. And breathe here. Bring your chest through. Place your hands. You're just going to come up to a kneeling position, and you are finished. Give yourself a high five and say, "I'm freaking awesome," because you are. You didn't say it. Because you are. So is she. So are you. So are we. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow.